Welcome to episode 85 of the Ben Briggs podcast. I am Ben Briggs. It's not Tuesday, people. It's Wednesday. It's Wednesday, 26th of February, 2020. We're a day late, 24 hours late, people. Sorry about that. I don't know why I'm doing that voice as if it's cutting out. Yeah, I'm sorry about that. A few issues yesterday. Health issues still going on, people. Still going on. I was laid up all day yesterday in fucking agony. Either, whatever one it is, I was fucking laid up with it. I am broadcasting live on a Wednesday at 18:20, 6:20 at night, on Wednesday the 26th. 26th? Yeah, 26th. I just said it. You just said it, Ben. Under a duvet at Briggs Towers on my sofa. I know. You couldn't get any more laid back than this, people. You could not get any more laid back than this episode that's happening now. It's almost like ASMR coming at you if there was only those whispers. Yeah. So I'm in a little bit of pain with the old hernia. It's twisting, apparently. I'm on standby. Anytime now between next Wednesday. Next Wednesday, definitely is the operation. I am fucking limping around like fuck. Barely able to get up and about. So, yeah. So, hey, pouring on the sympathy there. I know. So I don't lose your listenership because of the 24-hour lateness of this podcast. But the only thing that hasn't invaded Briggs Towers right now is the coronavirus, which seems to be fucking everywhere. It's like chlamydia in a fucking sixth form. They've got live updates of it on the BBC News website that I'm just looking at the minute. The top stories if you go on the BBC News website, like the top 3 stories are about how the coronavirus is spreading. They're giving us live updates like it's a fucking election of where it's happening in the world. They reckon, this is something I read like online as I've been lying here, watching The Sopranos and reading this. I know. I thought I need something to get into, and I haven't seen The Sopranos for years, so I'm rewatching all of it. It's so good. I know, people out there, it ended weirdly. It ended strangely. But it's all about the journey, man. It's very much like this podcast. This podcast will eventually end weirdly and strangely, I imagine. Just some sort of thud you'll hear at the at the end of an episode, or somebody kicking in the door. I don't know, or just a shotgun going off. That's all from me. I don't know, people. I don't know, but yeah, I know The Sopranos ended weirdly. But I kind of like the ending to it now. It's no Breaking Bad ending, that's for sure. They should never have done that film, by the way. Just a point to make about the Breaking Bad film. They should never, just leave it with Jesse driving off into the sunset, and no need to do this film, was there, really, to say that he's got a new life and he went into a type of witness protection for wise guys. Yeah, it's The Sopranos are fucking. It's just amazingly written, so fucking good, uncompromising. I think that was pretty much the basis of all sort of like box set compilations. I can't remember anything that happened before The Sopranos where it was like as in depth of a character sort of like piece than that. For a television series. Yeah, it was fucking amazing. So I'm enjoying that at the moment. And it's quite weird, like having watched a documentary about it, like about gangsters and shit like that from New Jersey. Having seen that, documentary. I forget what it's fucking called. But they were like quoting, like, it's almost like wheels within wheels. Like they're quoting the Sopranos, these New Jersey gangsters were, as they're getting phone tapped and shit like that. And within the Sopranos, they're actually quoting films like The Godfather, Goodfellas. It's almost like that romantic image that not only the Sopranos are trying to live up to, but like the fucking gangsters in real life as well. It's kind of weird, man. It's kind of weird, but it's fucking amazing. James Gandolfini and that, rest in peace, is fucking so fucking good in it. I think I'm like, I've done the first season. First season, I don't know. Season in America, in it. Series over here. So, bit of tea there just to ease the pain, baby. I've got to go out at some point as well and get some fucking painkillers and some fucking antibiotics. That is not going to be a very nice... I feel vulnerable, people, limping around in the outside world. I'm safe here in Briggs Towers right now. I've got all my shit around me. You know what I mean? Not literally. Obviously, it's not that bad. There's no explosive trouser issues this week. It's you feel a bit fucking weird, like limping around at about 1 mile an hour, like that. Like somebody could jump out at you or something. But I don't know. You can't take a fucking hammer around with you on the streets, can you? And just claim it's for protection. Oh, it's just going to do a bit of DIY on the way to Boots to get my fucking prescription. So I'm a bit out of action at the minute. I've had to cancel a fucking load of gigs next week as well after the operation. And basically just staying holed up in Briggs Towers. So I know what you're all thinking out there. You're already thinking, so why the fuck is it late, Ben? Well, you know, there's issues and there's issues, people. You know what I mean? Although I did have an issue with fucking Google today. I don't know if you have an issue, like the page for Google wasn't loading up, the home page. I know this is not interesting to you, but IT geeks out there might find this interesting. What do you fucking do if you can't get the Google home? You can't Google it, can you? I had to, in the end, use Internet Explorer. It was like the fucking late 90s for me. I had to use that shit and find a solution, which was basically closing everything down, fucking clearing everything, and then restarting it all up again. Switch it off and on again, Ben. That's it, innit? That's basically it. It's the 2020 version of, I don't know what, clean your catch. Oh, fucking sounds rank to me, to be perfectly honest. But it was something like that. Anyway, we've got through that issue. We haven't got the coronavirus here at Briggs Towers, even though the news is awash, people. I swear this is all a conspiracy theory. I know. I'm throwing it out there, people. This is all just a fucking... Somebody's making money off of this. Some fucking face mask mogul. I don't know. But it's fucking all over the news about the coronavirus at the moment, which seems to be spreading faster outside of China. This is what it says. It seems to be spreading faster outside of China than it is in China, which China is quite a densely populated country, I imagine. One of the... not I imagine, I know that. There's fucking billions of Chinese people, isn't there? Like that, all coughing and spluttering all over people at the moment. But it's broken into Europe. A 60-year-old man from France has died. There's a 2% death rate on this at the minute. So, which is doesn't sound a lot, but that's quite a lot of people. If you think 2% of the world's population are taken down by this. This is meant to be, by the way, that's the point I was going to make before I went on my little diver on the Sopranos. Very good. Loving it. I forgot my fucking point now. This is meant to be, this could be Virus X. Now, apparently Virus X is something that the World Health Organization is saying it could be, you know, the one to wipe us all out. So, make the most of it, people out there so far. Stay indoors. This could be it. This could be after I have the operation and go outside. It could be 28 days later for me. I wake up from the operation next Wednesday or before, depending on whether they can fit me in or not. And it's a 28 days later situation with everybody walking around zombified by coronavirus. I wouldn't mind that, actually. You get a little bit... You know what I'd do in those circumstances? I'd probably just come back home and just switch on... I've got enough DVDs. You don't need, like, any sort of, like, televisual things for that. Netflix would probably still be on. I imagine there's not a guy sort of, like, putting in, like, DVDs for you to watch on Netflix. It's all automated, isn't it? How much of civilization would actually break down? That's what I want to know. Bit more tea there. Would the electricity go? Would the water go? Would it really? I don't know. Isn't that stuff all automated? There's not a geezer called Bob switching on the fucking electric every time you want to boil a kettle, is there? Surely it's all automated. You know, they're not switching it on and switching it off. Surely it's just, you know, it gets generated, that electricity goes somewhere, it ends up heating our toaster. You know, I don't know. Obviously, if it breaks down, we got issues. But really, for the first fucking few days and that sort of thing, I know people out there getting masks and shit, face masks. It's some guy who's spreading it around, who is has a fucking mask making business. It's probably fucking Rupert Murdoch diversified into mask making and thinking, oh Jesus, we need something. We got a fucking 5 billion fucking face masks. How can we lift this lot before the expiry date goes on them? I don't know whether there's an expiry date on them. That's my conspiracy theory, people. People are making money out of this. The stock market's going down, apparently. Those people who bet against the stock market, you know, how volatile is a stock market as well if something, essentially a cold, can affect how much our pound or dollar or euro or whatever you got out there. I don't know. We've got listeners in India. Rupee, is it? In India? Whatever your rupee, your dollar, your pound, your euro is worth. How is that affected by essentially a cold going round? Which is essentially a cold, isn't it? Like some sort of virus going round. Somebody gets a couple of sniffles and then my pound's only worth like fucking 98 pence. Like if I go over to Europe. I don't know, people. Surely there's got to be a better way, hasn't there? Can't there just be a standard monetary system where everything is worth the same? No, Ben. That's not how it works. Then people can't make money off the back of it. I know, yeah. Surely a chicken's worth a chicken. Like, if you're fucking hungry, you know. Or from personal experience, like a soya-based meal. You know, that gets you through the day. Why can't we go back to that? I don't know. These are the things that confuse me, people. As you can see, I'm probably not, you know, I don't qualify as an economist, but I don't know why, I really don't know why it's affected by things like fucking earthquakes and shit like that. I know. It's bad that the monetary system is essentially based on confidence. That's all. How much confidence people have in a currency or a country depends on how much your fucking money is worth in real terms in your pocket. I think that's it. I'm going back to doing economics at school, stroke business studies. A little bit of a cough there, people. Talking about money, you see, all the saliva comes up. Oh, Jesus, man. But that's it. How twitchy is the fucking world markets? And how can everything go down? How can there be a fucking recession every fucking where all over the world? You know, surely, you know, where a loaf of bread or whatever starts being worth like 30 fucking quid. I don't know, man. And something like this can affect it. And there's people making money off that shit still. Still people making money. The markets go down. People are fucking coining it in right now because of the coronavirus. And it's all over the media. So it becomes a self-perpetuating thing. I think about 2,000 people have died so far. You know, that's in the grand scheme of things. That's not great. If you've got a 60-year-old guy, actually, to be honest, I'm 43 now, ticking over to that, aren't we? It's in the fucking post, Ben, hopefully, unless we go before. But I imagine it's mainly affecting old people and the weak. People who have just had operations. Holy shit, people with hernias. Jesus, let's find a fucking cure for this immediately. That's what everybody looks at, innit? Everybody's looking out for themselves, people. Let's have a look. Brazil has got it. Apparently, it's fucking Italy's really bad. I don't know. Jesus, people walking around with face masks and shit like that. Let's get some face masks in, people. I tell you what, the other day, this is how my conspiracy theory goes. I even bought, I know, people. You're going to judge me for this. I've already got the masks because I've got some fucking spare ones from having done sanding and shit like that from ages ago in the old Briggsy toolbox. But I even bought, I know you're going to judge me for this, people. I even bought some fucking water cleansing tablets the other day, just in case I'm covering my ass. That is my nod, tipping my cap to being a doomsday prepper. I think I've got enough clean water to last me about 3 months with those tablets, and then I'm fucked. If you can't find clean water after 3 months, this is my theory. If you can't find clean water, there's no clean water, no electricity, nothing after 3 months, what's the fucking point? You know what I mean? You're just going to be foraging. You're going back to hunter-gatherer foraging. And I've got a feeling I ain't going to be very good at that. I'm quite picky when it comes to food anyway, let alone cleaning off berries with bird shit all over them. That's when the rope comes out, people. You have your final glass of water, and then you just fucking tie the rope around. That was refreshing with those, chemically enhanced fucking shit tablet I've just put in there. So every fucking glass of water you have tastes like you've been swimming and gives you that hungry feeling. That's the future, people, if it all breaks down. We're all going to be drinking swimming pool water and then feeling hungry afterwards. I don't know, people. Hey, I haven't got all the answers, have I? But I'm prepared. So if you need, after the apocalypse of the coronavirus, after it rips through and kills everybody, if you need a glass of water that tastes mildly like some pensioner has been swimming through it and farting in it for about half an hour, just so they can, have a little nod at the fact that they're trying to do something to prolong their lives, then why not come here to Briggs Towers? It'll be worth fucking £5,000 a fucking glass. After our economy's gone. I have nothing to barter with, by the way. Nothing useful whatsoever in my flat that could be used to barter after the apocalypse. I've got a couple of razors. I've got some cling film. I have very little food in here, which is worrying because it means at some point this week I'm going to have to venture out and get some sort of food just so I can survive the next week. But if I don't go out and a 28 days later thing happens, this could be the making of me, people. It could be. I could be, running the world. Who knows? One of those Mad Max fucking things going on. Wasn't one of the guys out of there a photocopy repairman or something who was the leader of that lot? I don't know. I'm getting flashbacks from about 7 different films here. That's the thing about those films. They never sort of... I know it would be a less interesting film if they did it, but they never have just somebody sitting in a house, do they? You know, they always have to go out and fucking, you know, hit the zombies and attack the zombies and kill them all and stuff like that. There must be people just sitting in a flat thinking, well, I've got enough food, the water's still on, electric's still on, let's, the equivalent of wait here until it all blows over with a nice cup of tea. They didn't even do that in that film, did they? Shaun of the Dead. I don't know. Let's have a little bit more tea. So that is as far as my doomsday prepping has gone. I've got a straw that you can drink through. Apparently, you can drink puddles through it. Who's going to do that? This is meant to be a hiking straw as well that you take with you when you're out hiking. Who's going to take the straw and not a bottle of water? And how long are you planning to be out there hiking where you need a straw? So you fucking, you know, I couldn't do that, man. That is a last case scenario of needing water. That you're fucking on your hands and knees in front of a fucking puddle. The deer's just pissed in. You know, you got raccoon fucking shit floating on the surface, deer shit in there. You know, a moose has come along and fucking wanked all over the top of it. I don't know whether they've got the dexterity and the who's to do that, but you get the idea, people. I don't know. And it's Lent today as well. What are we giving up for Lent? Humanity, civilization as we know it. These people giving shit up for Lent. You know. I don't know. We had Pancake Day yesterday. I wasn't really aware of that. I was told it was Pancake Day. I didn't have pancakes. Shrove Tuesday, when you get it all out the way, innit, and then you fast. You give up shit for Lent. What are you giving up, people? Let me know on podcast@benbriggs.co.uk what you're giving up for Lent. I am giving up fucking trying to be late with the podcast. That's what I'm giving up. Giving up all hope. Everybody does it, innit? That's the thing now, innit? We have dry January, don't we? Where you give up, like, alcohol, and then soon as February comes round, hey, why don't you give up alcohol again? Yeah, let's give up all the good stuff. Let's give up smoking, alcohol, all the stuff that you're enjoying, so we can just, like, our life is just one flat line. That's religion, isn't it? Again. Obviously not dry January, but religion again. Crowbarring their way in. Hey! There's always something you've got to give up with religion, isn't there? Pancake Day. You can have anything you want. Pancakes. Fucking great. Pancakes are shit. They're only good because of the stuff you put on them, aren't they? Pancakes themselves, they're dry. You know. You put a bit of sugar and lemon on it, it springs to life. I don't know, people. I don't know. Whatever you're giving up for Lent, I'm not giving up anything for Lent. I never have done, really, to be honest. I don't see the point of the 40 days and 40 nights. Is that it? Was this a Noah thing? I ought to know this, people. I went to Sunday school, was forced to go to Sunday school at some point. I've just Googled Noah Lent, and it's come up with fucking pictures of an American footballer. Ah, dear. Jesus. Yeah, it is an American footballer, apparently. Oh, no. I don't know. I have no idea. Fucking hell. Some little kid's picture popped up there. Don't need that on the old fucking laptop. Yeah, so whatever you're giving up, people. I don't know. I suppose I could give things up, couldn't I? I've got vices. Still struggling with the old fags. Cigarettes, people in America. Just to clarify that. That's always a one, isn't it? That doesn't travel, that word. I don't know. What are we on? 24 minutes, and I have barely spoken of anything apart from the doom and gloom of the coronavirus. It'll be something else in 2 years' time, people. It seems to go in cycles, doesn't it? It'll be something else that's taking the stock markets down, that people are, you know, getting uncomfortable about with the old economy, starts fucking twitching. Oh, God, something else. Yeah. It's always doom and gloom, isn't it? And the fucking media love reporting on it. I don't know. Talking about things reported in the media. Let's have a look. Sorry, I'm still under the... If you're thinking I'm getting a little bit animated, I am still laying on my ass on the sofa right now because it's the most comfortable position I can be in. Talking about things in the media, here we go. Seamless segue into this section. There's a few bits in the news, which is fucking amazing. There's a fucking brilliant video of this as well. I don't know what they're doing in Mexico, but they are fucking nuts. Exploding Hammer Festival leaves 43 injured in Mexico. No shit. Dozens of people have been injured in the annual. This is an annual thing that happens in Mexico. Don't they do the death thing out there as well? Isn't that? Maybe it's rolled into this. I don't know. Don't they do the death festival out there? I don't know what it's called. Right in. In the annual, dozens of people have been injured in the annual Exploding Hammer Festival in Mexico. I don't know what this celebrates. Something to do with Thor? I don't know. The event, which takes place every February, involves people attaching a mix of sulfur and chlorate to the end of sledgehammers and then essentially just fucking whacking bits of wood and getting blown up. It's fucking amazing. There's a geezer who does it and just gets blown back about 2 meters. They then smash the hammers against rail beams, making the substance explode and send up massive clouds of smoke. No shit, that's going to... Google it, people. It is the fucking funniest shit you're ever going to see. This year, one man hurt his leg in a blast and had to be carried off on a stretcher. Others were less seriously injured, bringing the total to 43. That takes some fucking balls to do that. Doesn't it? Mexican people out there. We have a couple of Mexican listeners. If you took part in this, I'd take my fucking hat off to you. It looks amazing. There ought to be more things. This is how. They ought to have DIY programs. If DIY SOS had incendiary devices attached to the hammers, I would watch that shit. According to legend, the town's namesake, San Juan de la Vegas, was victim of a theft from bandits who took his gold. The small town of San Juan de la Vegas is famous for the festival. What did he do? Fucking whack him with a hammer? St. John the Baptist helped get it back and became a Mexican Robin Hood. Is that it? That's all the information? We need more information on this. This year, over 6,000 people attended the festival, including spectators. Over 100 police officers were present to oversee it. So I don't know the significance of the hammer and the blasting. What did he do? Did he get the gold back by smacking somebody over the head with a hammer and then blowing them up? I don't know. We need more information here, people. It looks fucking amazing, though. All these weird little festivals to celebrate shit. That wouldn't be a massive health and safety issue in the UK. That would never get, there would be too much red tape around there, he says, stuttering through the podcast. I don't know. But it looks fucking amazing. The geezer in the background. He looks amazingly Mexican. Every fucking stereotype of he's got the big sombrero on. He's even got, it looks like belts across his chest. A la any bandit from any fucking spaghetti western ever. What we got? Let's have a look at the next one. Woman pees alcohol despite not drinking a drop. This is the ideal girlfriend for alcoholics. A woman has been diagnosed, the woman 61. A woman has been diagnosed with a never-before-seen condition after doctors discovered she was urinating alcohol without drinking a single drop. She could fucking market that shit. People would pay fucking money for that. It's like guano. People like alcohol that's fermented in a woman's stomach. The unnamed patient, 61. A Miss Jacqueline Daniels has become the first person in the world to be diagnosed with urinary autobrewery syndrome caused by yeast in a bladder that ferments sugar in a urine to produce alcohol. The process is almost exactly the same as what beer makers do. Fucking hell, Jesus, I'm pissing out fucking Fosters here. Further blood tests for metabolites of ethanols were negative, meaning the woman did not have alcohol in her blood. So she's a fucking natural brewing system. She is ideal date. You know, when you go out for a date and you probably hit the restaurant, you go to a pub and you think, I fancy another couple. And then you're hearing the old bell ring for last orders. It's all right, sweetheart, we'll go home. You have some water, give it half an hour, and we got a nice little tipple going on. I don't know, people. Bit of pussy juice there. I don't know. It's been a bit of a mishmash of an episode. I ain't gonna lie to you, people. We've done 31 minutes. I am out of action, gig-wise, for the foreseeable future. I don't know when I have the operation or whatever. I don't think I can drive for a week, and I'm going to need a bit of recovery time as well. Obviously, motherfuckers, I will be back Saturday with this. It will be Saturday as well. We'll get some adverts thrown in there as well. We'll have a little bit more time to work on shit. But I hope your week is going well so far. That is Tuesday's episode done on a Wednesday, on a fucking Wednesday, son. On a Wednesday. That is episode 85, people. We'll be back with a more structured episode next time. Assuming the coronavirus hasn't wiped through all of you. Keep wearing those masks, people. They'll do the job. I'll be back on Saturday, motherfuckers. Have a good rest of your week. I'll speak to you then. Take care.